All right, everybody. So finally, the part of the video that most people really want to know is how to get their, well, this is really more of, I mean, you've seen in the prior videos how to get everything configured right. This part really is just to show you what it's supposed to look like once everything is functional. Remember, you need to use your shift cable alignment tool. What this does is it holds the pin in place so you can adjust the trunnion to be right at 6.5. That's the gist of that one. So I've got mine set up. I've got it oiled, marine grade grease specifically. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, and you can do this two different ways. I'm actually just going to leave mine on the engine bracket. If you want for your testing, since mine's all set up right, you can do this by hand. You can actually just take this cable out, and this is a go, no go. So you need, even before you start your engine, trust me, do not start your engine until you do this go, no go test. What you want to do is take this off. I'm going to leave mine on, like I said, because mine's already configured right, and I'm just going to save myself some time. What you want to do is let's test neutral out. All right, neutral's easy. That's where it is right now. I'm going to jump out. Let's go in the back. Let's go in the back of the boat and let's see if the propeller is in fact in neutral. Okay. So now we're in the back. All right, we are free. Nothing. All right, let's go back to the engine compartment and put it in first or forward and see what happens. Okay. So I'm going to have my partner now move this into a forward gear. Okay, all the way. Just for you viewers at home, let's measure what is a forward gear look like. 7 3/4. All right. So let's go in the back. Now that it's pulled all the way out, and trust me, I did this off video. You can take this out right now, and there's no travel. This will not go towards the front of the boat any further. So it's fully pulled out. So let's go in the back and see if we can spin the propeller. All right, let's go ahead and grab where the propeller would be, and we are locked. That's good. All right, so mine's locked, obviously functioning properly. Let's go back in and talk about what happens if yours isn't functioning properly. All right, so we're still in a forward gear. That's perfect. If in the situation that you are not engaged properly in a forward gear all the way, what you can do is in the back here, there's this trunnion. You take a 3/8, loosen that off, and basically pull the control cable back, creating more pressure on this, and that will get you a better engagement. Some people say that you can spin the trunnion, but the trunnion is more designed for like fine tuning. You'll find that if it doesn't engage, you probably need to adjust it quite a bit. But keep in mind too, you do have a little bit of travel that you can do on this guy too, if you'd like. That's an option. I tend to recommend not touching this, the shift cable trunnion. That's preset for 6.5. You're really not supposed to adjust that because, as we talked about before, that affects the position of the interrupter. Okay, so we don't want to do that. We don't want to mess with this. If anything, you can play with this guy if you want, but I ultimately recommend adjusting the black trunnion. So let's go ahead and put it back in neutral. All right, and let's go into reverse now. All right, you saw the ESA kick in, heard it as well. Let's go ahead and jump in the back and see what happened with the propeller now. All right, let's check clockwise. All right, and we are locked up clockwise. We are not turning. Okay, so there you go. Let's do a quick forward and reverse test. I'll show you that. I'll just yell at my partner and have her shift it into both. All right, so she put it in neutral. Let's try forward now. All right, and she's got it in forward. All right. All right, and now she's got it in neutral. And let's go in reverse and see what that does. All right. And there you go. Ah, there it goes. I got it to lock. All right, let's go back in and talk about what to do if you notice an issue where reverse won't lock up. All right, so we're still in reverse. Now, you don't want to readjust that black trunnion, because if you do that, you're going to mess up the stroke that you use to create the fix for your first gear, or sorry, your forward gear. So when you want to try to adjust down for reverse, that's when this 7/16 comes into play. What you want to do, because by sliding this down, you now create more pressure for it to go inwards, which is where your reverse gear is. So think of it like you know, two different items here. That's how you adjust forward, and that's how you adjust for the reverse. And you can see everything in this situation is set up right. We went through the forward, reverse, and neutral function check. So in our situation here, we have a complete go. We can do a test in with the vehicle on, or sorry, the boat on, and we should be good to go. We have all the confidence. We're not going to grind any gears. But remember, ultimately, the test here is, does this work while it's running? So test it before you take it out in the water. Let it reach operating temperature and verify everything is good to go. But that's it. I mean, that's your full functioning tutorial on ESA, forward shifting, reverse shifting, overstroke, intermittent, springs, shift cables, you name it. As always, if you have any questions, anything you need help with, just post a comment in the comments field below, and we'll get to that as quick as we can. All right, so subscribe, like the video. Hope you like the series. Have a good one.